$100 MBA Show. Whether you're doing your setups or doing the dishes, we are with you every single day with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today's episode is a must-read episode where I share with you a book that I've read and has influenced me as an entrepreneur. I share with you some of the insights, and I share with you why you should read it too. Today's must-read is The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes. The Ultimate Sales Machine is a national bestseller, and it's a great all-around business book because it covers some really key areas that can help you improve as an entrepreneur. I'm going to go through what some of these key areas are and how you can really implement them in your business right now. I can't wait to get into today's must-read, so let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Braintree. If you're working on a mobile app and searching for a simple payment solution, check out Braintree. With one simple integration, you can offer your customers every way to pay. Period. To learn more and get your first $50,000 in transactions completely fee-free, go to BraintreePayments.com/MBA. That's BraintreePayments.com/MBA. The Ultimate Sales Machine is an absolute must-read. But the only gripe I have about this book is its title. Actually, the subtitle of this book does it more justice. And the subtitle is Turbocharge Your Business with Relentless Focus on 12 Key Strategies. And the reason why I'm not a big fan of the title is because this book is not only about sales. He covers so much more than just sales. Because you might think, oh, this is a sales book. Maybe I'm not really focusing on sales right now. I shouldn't read it. No, the book actually covers a whole lot more. And I'm going to go through some of those things right now. Now, the author, Chet Holmes, starts out with two big blockbuster chapters. And the first chapter is Time Management Secrets of Billionaires. And he talks about some of the great practices of time management that billionaires do. One of my favorite insights in this book is touch it once. And this is so applicable to email. And touch it once means don't go and revisit things over and over. It's a time waster. So if you don't have time to reply to emails, don't check email. Only go to email once, meaning touch it once. Go to it, read it, reply, and then once you're all done, close it. Don't go back to it. He also talks about how to make lists efficiently, checklists. How long is too long for a checklist? The other powerhouse chapter he starts with is instituting higher standards and regular training. This is fantastic, especially if you're just getting started. How to make sure you set standards before you even start hiring. So when people start getting into your business, start working for you, they understand what's expected. There's a standard. There's a level of excellence they're trying to achieve. And he goes and gives some detailed examples. One of the best things about this book is that it's very practical. He gives really good examples. And best of all, he actually gives you exercises. Exercises you could do immediately to put some of the stuff you're learning into action. I mean, when it comes to the time management chapter, he has this great exercise on how to plan how much time you should allocate for each task. And he gives you detailed instructions on how to create an exercise to make sure you do that correctly. I love this because there are a lot of business books out there that talk a lot of game. They have a lot of theory and they give you examples, but they don't really give you exercise or a blueprint to actually put it into play. And I love this. I love this about this book. Another great chapter is Executing Effective Meetings. And he differentiates between meetings in terms of information, brainstorming workshops, training workshops. These are all different types of meeting and they have to have their own structure. He also makes sure that you don't waste any time in meetings and you do as minimal meetings as possible. The whole theme of this book is to have a well-oiled machine. Everything moves smoothly. And to do these meetings to just ensure that things are going smoothly. And when they are going smoothly, there's no reason to have another meeting. In other words, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Some people feel like they have to have a mandatory meeting every week. You don't need to do that. You only do meetings when you need to. And meetings can be constructive. They can be training, like he mentions. Another really powerful chapter in this book. He also goes into other areas in this book, including becoming a brilliant strategist, hiring superstars, the art of getting the best of buyers, and one of the most popular chapters in this book, the 7 musts of marketing. Now, people may argue with these 7 must-haves of marketing, if they're still relevant or not. It really doesn't matter because the way you implement these mediums in marketing is really what matters. So you could change a medium. You can change, direct mail with Facebook ads, and you can use some of the things he talks about. And I want to read you a paragraph from that chapter when it talks about creating ads and creating distinctive ads. And he says, the most important thing about your ad is whether or not it attracts attention. The best response-getting ads catch the eye and hold it. There must be something in the ad that is distinctive and really stands out. I recall an ad in an airline magazine where there was a fellow looking into the camera. Behind him were two velociraptors about to pounce on him. Another ad that stands out in my mind was for a graphic design firm. It was a shot of a herd of zebras, and one of them had all different colored stripes, like a roll of lifesavers. This went against the sea of black and white zebras. It stood out. It caught my attention. So keep this in mind when you're doing any kind of advertisement. When you're creating your Facebook ads, what kind of image are you using? Are you using something that really is easy to ignore and you'll just scroll through? Or something that's funny, something that's witty, something that kind of catches your eye? And that could be a headline too. This is a great insight that we all kind of know conceptually, but he really drills it home in a way that really solidifies in your brain in this chapter. Now you might be asking, this book is called The Ultimate Sales Machine. Does he talk about sales? Yes, of course he does talk about sales. He has a chapter called Sales Skills, and he actually gives you a blueprint of how to be great at sales. It's actually a step-by-step process, starting with establishing rapport, moving on to qualifying the buyer and finding the need, all the way to overcoming objections and closing the sale. And guess what? There's exercises for each one of these too, so you can practice this process as well. Again, this book is so practical, and I've recently read this book, and I consider myself an experienced entrepreneur. I've been around the block a few times, but I learned a whole lot of things, and I found the exercises to be really, really helpful. Guys, I got more on today's must-read, but before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, Vistaprint. Are you starting a new business or have an existing business? Do you have business cards? If you do, what do they look like? Are they distinctive like Chet Holmes talks about? Does it catch his people's attention? Is it updated? Maybe it's time to get a fresh batch, and now's a great time because Vistaprint is giving listeners of the $100 MBA show an amazing deal. If you go to Vistaprint.com right now, you can get 500 business cards for just $9.99 when you enter my promo code MBA at checkout. That's 500 business cards for the price of a large coffee. That's incredible. And 500 business cards can go a while. What I love about Vistaprint is their customer service is top notch. They make sure your orders are perfect or they'll make it right. And they make it super easy for you to customize your business card. You can customize text, colors, backsides, upload your logo. You can even check out the business cards we made with Vistaprint because we love them so much on today's show notes. Or you can go to our resource page at 100mba.net/resources to check out our business cards that we made with Vistaprint. Guys, we love Vistaprint and we want you to check them out. Go to Vistaprint.com and get 500 business cards for just $9.99. It's an incredible deal. That's 50% off the site price. Take advantage of this exclusive offer they're giving to listeners. Use promo code MBA and get these business cards. Again, that's Vistaprint.com, code MBA at checkout. After reading The Ultimate Sales Machine, I really felt some of the learnings that I got from it affected our business. Two in particular, the time management chapter and the executing effective meetings. The other chapters are great, but most of them are areas that I've been working on for some time. Now, the reason why I think you should read this book is that its main differentiator is that it's so actionable. He gives you an exercise for each chapter. For each part he explains, he actually gives you something to do, something to chew on, something to do so you can put into action. I love this. This is not that common in business books. And it makes me think that Chet's a great teacher. Hey, maybe we'll have him as a guest teacher on the $100 MBA show in the future. But all in all, The Ultimate Sales Machine is a great cohesive business book. Yeah, I don't like the title so much, but it's just because it doesn't do it justice. So guys, if you want to pick up The Ultimate Sales Machine, we highly recommend it. We put a link in today's show notes to make it easy for you to find it online. It's a really, really solid read. All right, guys, that wraps up today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, we'd love for you to drop us an iTunes rating and review. By leaving us an iTunes rating and review, we get to hear from you. We get to know what you enjoy about the show. What are some of the things you've learned? And as a way to say thank you, we give away a lifetime membership to the $100 MBA Training Community. Over 180 video lessons every single Friday on Free Friday. Everybody who leaves us an iTunes rating and review enters our weekly random draw, and we announce a new winner every single week. Again, this is just a way for us to say thank you for your support and for giving your feedback. To leave an iTunes rating and a review, if you're on your iPhone, just click on the cover art. You'll see a link that says give us a rating and a review. Click that link. The rest is a piece of cake. If you're on your computer or any other browser or phone, just go to 100mba.net/show. There's detailed instructions there. Again, guys, thank you so much for your support. All right, guys, I want to leave you with this. The Ultimate Sales Machine is a known book. It's known in the business space, but it's not world-renowned. It's not, a household name. It's not like Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek or something like that. But just because it doesn't have that fame doesn't mean it's not an effective book. There's a lot of great business books that I've read that haven't hit the New York Times bestseller list or the Wall Street Journal list. And the way those things work, it could just be timing. But don't just pick up a book just because it's a New York Times bestseller. We cover a lot of books in the must-reads that are New York Times bestseller, that are Wall Street Journal bestsellers. But some of them are not. And that's why we want to highlight those books and make sure you know about them. Because remember, yes, a book has to be great in order to sell and in order to have, a lot of acclaim. But bestseller means bestseller. The people that were in charge of selling that book did a great job. I've read bestsellers that really weren't that great. So keep that in mind and check out some of our older must-read episodes, some of them in the past. This is episode 373, so we have at least 50 must-read episodes in our catalog. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you find them helpful. And I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode. I'll see you then, guys. Take care.